Yo, what is up, my Knights of the Round Table? Welcome back to Music Night with the Knight. Now, here's a battle I've been waiting on for a good while, and I'm really excited to see more of this channel because if you guys remember, back a few months ago, I did the Shocker versus Glass Joe, and I remember giving this channel a lot of credit. Like there were so many cool Marvel bars, and just good bars all around. And the flow was impeccable. Shocker had like one of the nastiest flows I've seen. So I'm really excited to see Kingpin versus Professor Ratigan. I'm not really sure who Professor Ratigan is. I know who Kingpin is. You embarrassed me in front of Vanessa! This is requested by Harry Warden. Let me get a drink, because my throat's... my throat's dry. Let's get in it. It's not about the sauce, Spider-Man. You seen that meme? I've seen Ratigan from somewhere. I just can't remember what.
No laughing matter, tacky bastard with the jibber jabber. I break the legs of any disrespectful rat that blabber.
Ooh!
Face up in the pavement, make your brains just that more scattered. Dump your body.
That's horrorcore.
Drain it, tend to bidding. How off of me apologies. I think that's too abrasive for your toddlers, your audience. I watch you and get anxious. So squabble, head down your grid and don't retaliate. Sense.
Damn! Ain't no bowling! I wouldn't say that.
Go sit behind your desk because it's my rings that you're kissing with this bell that I am switching to elicit fat-ass kitten. Oh, Ratigan, another Radis pimp with the ultimate of stratagem, a kind of master.
You got some flow.
With lies and then just laughs a bit. Oh, Ratigan, the Will's wife died. He tried to clean his act again, but then decided he'd rather break a back inside a massive pen. Oh, Ratigan, no devilish drowning widows and their cries. Forget 3 trite mice who each by one blind guy. Your petty little rhyme simply pale against my mind. Only prevailing in size.
That's dirty.
I
love the Kingpin voice. Ooh!
Deal with devils, you'll watch your whole burn and I assure it. Now that your time is up, but I wouldn't say you fell yet. You may have felt the bat, but the challenge isn't well met.
Oh, I did the meme! Oh, I remember that. Willie Wilson, I get it.
I say that quite expected, isn't it, considering when you're in the game you spend it mostly changing prison stints. Professor Hound the lowlife thug in crowds of mounted debt. You invented house arrest while I'm not caught in mouse arrest. Against the crimes Napoleon, the irony, you're mighty tiny. No need to dumb it down for that. We think Maggie.
Is that how we doing? We dissing Kevin Feige in these streets? Man just gave us Phase 5 and 6. Fantastic Four. We doing this? This is how we doing it? Time for the breakdown. I don't know who won. I kind of want to go for Kingpin because I love they did the meme. No laughing matter, tacky bastard. This is no laughing matter. There's no joke. You're a tacky bastard. You're tacky and you're a bastard. No drip. Quit the jibber jabber. Quit talking.
I break the legs of any disrespectful.
I'd break the legs of any disrespectful rat that blabbers. I break the legs of any disrespectful rat that talks. Mash your face up in the pavement. I think he did that in Daredevil. He's fucking violent. Make your brains that just more scattered. So I'll smash your face in the pavement. Make your brains just that more scattered. He's saying you're unstable in the brain. Your brain's already scattered, but I'm gonna scatter it even more all over this pavement.
Just that more scattered.
Dump your body in a trash or a drain. And tend to bidding after. Dump your body in the trash or a bin. You know, that's where you put that's where you put dead mice. And tend to bidding after. That's what Wilson. That's how Wilson rolls, man. Like Wilson will fuck you up, then he'll go tend a bidding or a charity function. He's cold. How off of me, apologies. How off of me, apologies. How rude of me. I think that's too abrasive. I'm gonna Google what abrasive means. I know what it means, but I gotta make sure so I don't look like an idiot on YouTube, even though I'm already an idiot on YouTube. I mean, that's just who I am. You gotta be comfortable where you are. I just don't want to look even more dumb. See, my mind is filled with comic book knowledge, so I forget shit like abrasive. Showing little concern for feelings. Okay, abrasive. I thought so. A rude person. I think that's too abrasive. I'm being rude. For the toddlers, your audience that watch you get anxious. They watch you get anxious. Either he's saying the toddlers who watch get anxious, or he's saying that when the toddlers watch him, he gets anxious, or the toddlers are watching Ratigan get anxious. Which I think they're saying. I think he's saying the toddlers watch as Ratigan gets anxious. So don't squabble, don't fight. Head down, you're great, and don't retaliate, since ain't no bowling game. But Kingpin runs these alleyways, bitch. So Kingpin, bowling pin. This is no bowling alley, but this Kingpin runs these alleyways, bitch. This is a bowling bar referencing to pin and bowling alleys, where you throw a bowling ball down an alley and you hit some pins. He's saying, I'm the Kingpin, no bowling alley, but I mean, no bowling, but this Kingpin runs these alleyways. I run these street alleyways, you know, like the New York alleyways. I run this shit. I run the crime. I'm the Kingpin. I'm the, king of crime. Sorry, that was such a terrible explanation. I lost my train of thought, like, midway through. I think I recovered in the end, though. That was such a good fucking bar, though. Like, that was such a layered bar. Like, no bowling, but this Kingpin runs these alleyways, bitch. Like, that was such a worded bar. Bring in your whole gang shit. You're not half the Master Fisk is. You're not half the man I am. I ain't letting rodents live in Hell's Kitchen. Yeah, Hell's Kitchen is a district in New York, I believe, or a neighborhood. I don't live in New York. I don't know this shit. And this is where Daredevil operates, and Kingpin's known to fight Daredevil. So he said, I ain't letting rodents live in Hell's Kitchen. This could be also a Ratatouille reference, because rat in the kitchen. Mind your business. Mind your business. Some mafia say. When I'm lighting off my hits like fidget. I'm listing off my hits like fidget, okay. You get it, Shirley. I don't know who Fidget is. So make like Basil. Shut your trap early. So I'm assuming there's a character called Basil that fell into a trap early. So that was a bar right there. That's a little good jab. Your skull? Oh, I love this little voice actor here. Not little voice actor. I don't know why I said that. I love his voice actor. I say little because he's a rat. I love his voice actor here. I just like the way his more posh manner of speaking. And I like Kingpin's more methodical and low-key psychotic voice. I think really suits him. Reminds me a little bit of the end of the Spider-Verse Kingpin.
Oh, your skin,
your skull or your skin, I can't tell what's more thickened. Kingpin, like, Cody, my cousin, asked me, does Kingpin have superhuman powers? No, but he has comic book character powers, which means he's a lot more tough and a lot more strong than any normal human would be. So he takes a lot of fucking punishment a normal human couldn't take.
Tell what is my thick endurance.
He's got thick skin. You're insistent that I'm wimpy.
Insistent that I'm wimpy.
Rebuttaling here. He's like, you're insisting that I'm wimpy?
You're
as harmless as a pigeon. I don't think that's true. Like, Kingpin will fuck you up, man.
Harmless as a pigeon. So go sit
don't embarrass him in front of Vanessa.
Behind your desk because it's my ring.
So go sit behind your desk because it's my rings that you're kissing. To show respect to a boss, you kiss his rings. A crime boss, you kiss his rings. It's a sign of respect. With this bell that I am swishing to elicit the fat ass kittens. He's basically calling him a fat ass, even though he's 450 pounds of muscle. Or 350 pounds of muscle, I can't remember. Oh, Ratigan. I love that. Oh, Ratigan. The raddest pimp. He's like, look, man, look, you called me raggedy earlier? You called me tacky? I'm the raddest pimp. He kind of dresses like Jekyll and Hyde a little bit, like 1800s Victorian England. With the ultimate stratagem, the kind of mastermind that ruins lives. And then just laughs a bit, because I'm dastardly. Oh, Ratigan. Speaking of yourself in third person. Will's wife died. Yeah, Vanessa died quite a few times.
Wheels like died,
He tried to clean his act again. Yeah, Kingpin does that. It's kind of like a cycle.
clean his act again, but then decided
But then he decides he'd rather break her back inside a massive fit. That could be a sexual bar there, but there was a lot of times where Kingpin threw fits, and I think Vanessa got hurt. I don't know. I ain't read that many Daredevil comics. I gotta read them. But Vanessa has died a lot, like Into the Spider-Verse and something else. She died in the comics too, I think twice maybe she died. But it's comic books, everybody fucking dies and comes back. So he'd rather break her back inside a massive fit. That could be a sex bar of him breaking her back because he's big. But I don't know what he's referencing there. It might be a first time for me. I'm not too sure what he's referencing. But then again, somebody could explain it to me and I remember. I don't know. My brain works weird. How devilish drowning widows and their cries. I don't think he's referencing Black Widow. But he's a drowning widow. A widow is somebody that lost their significant other. Forget three trite mice. The three blind mice was an old, fairy tale. You're beat by one blind guy. Forget three blind mice. You're beaten by one blind guy. Daredevil is blind, and he beats Kingpin's ass quite a few times. Daredevil mouse right there. Your petty little rhymes simply pale against my mind. I love his little flow here. He has very proper flow. Only prevailing in size like a whale of crime. The only thing you... wait, what? Only place you're bigger than me is in the physical. Like, you're just fatter. That's the only way you're bigger than me. You dirty little vermin. A vermin is another word for rat. You don't understand my burdens. You don't understand my pain. While you squirmed your way to leadership, I built my worth and I earned it. He's a self-made man. Like, he really did. Like, Kingpin, say what you want. Like, he built himself up. He got his fucking position. With a spice tray, twice as much taste and worth as your verses. So, Kingpin supposedly made his money selling spices, which was both true and a lie. It's kind of a front. So, he got his money in dirty ways. But he did sell spice and he did make a living off of it. Like, it wasn't a failed business by any means. So he's saying, with a spice tray, twice as much taste and worth as your verse. So my spice trade has more taste and worth than any of your verse. Basically saying his verse was in poor taste and was bad in general. Dare with devils, you daredevil. Referencing Matt Murdock, Daredevil, who Kingpin fights. Dare with devils, you dare with the devils. You watch your whole world burn. I assure it. I'll make sure you dare with this devil. I'll make sure you watch your whole world burn. Now that your time is up. You may have held the bat, but this challenge isn't met. Well met. So this is the reference to an Into the Spider-Verse meme or video where it's like, "Come on, Mets, give me the Mets, baby. Come on, Mets. It's not about this. It's not about something Spider-Man. It's all about the Mets. Give me the Mets, baby." I love that video. Like, my buddy Ethan's gonna be pissed because he showed me that video, and I can't remember the full quote. But I want to root for Kingpin just because they reference this meme. You're up to bat, but the challenge isn't well met. You're up to bat. You're up next, but this challenge isn't well met. You're not good enough. And well met. These are baseball references. Baseball bat. Met is a baseball team. You might be Price, but shit, Sherlock. And wars, I'm waging far more. You might be Price, but shit, Sherlock. And wars, I'm waging far more. I wage more wars than you. Leave this ancient animation with his head caved in. Car door. So there's a scene in Daredevil Season 1 on Disney Plus now, where Kingpin decapitates a Russian mob leader for embarrassing him in front of Vanessa. You embarrassed me in front of Vanessa! You thought I was doing that. No. So what he did was he beat the motherfucker's ass, then he put his head in the car door and started slamming it until it decapitated him. Like, he slammed this dude's head in the car door so much it decapitated him. So that's what he's saying I'm gonna do to you. Comparing us as villains
ends. Now
Don't be silly, Wilson.
don't be silly, Wilson.
I checked the date and on the take.
On the take,
You're later than your children. You're late on this date than your children. Wilson's kids also have a habit of dying. yeah, they do. And I'm not saying he always dies. Like, there was times, like in Spider-Man, the animated series, where, you know, he went to jail, and so there's not. And sometimes he takes over Kingpin's operation. So I'm not saying he always dies, but there are times he dies, and yeah. Don't want to go into much into that.
later than your children.
But hey, I say, that's quite expected, isn't it?
That's quite expected, isn't it?
Considering when you're in the game,
When you're in the game,
you spend it mostly chained in prison stand. This is a reference to Spider-Man PS4, where Kingpin was in the game and was the first boss you faced, but he spent most of the game in a prison.
mostly chained in prison stands.
Professor Hound is a low-life thug.
The low-life thug
In crowds of mounted debt.
of mounted debt.
You invented house arrest.
House arrest
While I'm not caught in mouse arrest. You invented house arrest. Even though Kingpin doesn't go to jail, he's in house arrest a lot. He says, I'm not even caught in mouse arrest. I'm not arrested like you.
Not caught in mouse arrest.
Against the crimes Napoleon.
Napoleon, the irony.
The irony, you're mighty tiny. Napoleon was notoriously short.
You're mighty tiny. No need to dumb it down for that. We think.
No need to dumb it down for that, we'll thank Feige. So this is a reference to Kingpin appearing in the Hawkeye show, where he's not really as fucking intimidating as he was in the Daredevil show. He was just kind of there for a little bit, and supposedly died, even though he's coming back. He's confirmed coming back, so he's not dead. So he's like, for dumbing it down, we'll thank Kevin Feige, who's over the MCU, and therefore over Hawkeye, and therefore over the Daredevil stuff, and bringing Vincent back as Kingpin. So I don't appreciate the Feige disses, man.
Feige.
Raccoon Bro as Professor Ratigan. I love his voice. Who did Kingpin? Alex M. was a really good Into the Spider-Verse Kingpin. That's what they kind of drew inspiration from, too. Adam Sandler, DRB, and Y Life then. Or no, Ethan. YLF Ethan. Okay. Robbie. This was well worth the wait. I am very excited to see them back and doing battles. I fucking loved it. I think unbiasedly Ratigan won, but biasedly I want to go to Kingpin. Okay, that's two answers. I'll give you that. Biased, Kingpin won. Unbiased, Ratigan kind of had more punches, but I think Kingpin was a better flower. I think Kingpin had more creative flow and better flexes, but I think Ratigan had better punches. So unbiased, it's Ratigan, but biased, I'm going Kingpin for the Mets reference alone. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much, Harry, for requesting this and let me know they had made another one. Once again, this is a 10 out of 10. I look forward to more Marvel vs. Anything. I fucking love this channel, and I cannot wait to see more. Like I am chomping at the bits for more. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.